Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is Friday. It is August 28th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Okay? Pretty simple. The Everyday Apocalypse Tarot by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. She also has an Etsy shop. I tell you guys all the time. I went into great detail the other day, Monday maybe, Tuesday. Sign up for her newsletter. She sends you a newsletter, lets you know when new decks are coming out, gives you a discount. Usually when you order your first set of decks, she'll send you a thank you card and it has a thank you discount in there that you can use. Like she's really great. She sends you free stickers. Sometimes she sends you a free little crystal. Sometimes she sends you a free tarot or oracle card. She's great. Actually, my order that I ordered from her 2 weeks ago just cleared U.S. Customs, so I think it's at the post office, or I don't know, probably be delivered like tomorrow or Monday, I'm assuming. But I'm excited. And she just came out, I think I told you guys, she came out with 2 new decks. You can buy them separate or a set. An oracle deck and a tarot deck, and they're about like British folklore and stuff like that. Ooh, 3 on the table. Pardon me, I'm still sick. It's getting better. I probably should have blew my nose before I came in here. I did not. Oh, there's 4 on the table. Woo, okay. I didn't really see the order that they fell out in, but that's okay. We got 4 on the table, 1 major. No reversal. So, is this internal? I feel like this is internal. I don't think this is relationship oriented. I think this is internal. I feel like somebody's ending some type of cycle. With the blood moon yesterday, last night, today, it kind of makes sense because I just talked about it in one of the affirmations this morning. Maybe it was the Love Oracle. I can't remember. I read a little thing about the blood moon. It's about cycles ending, new beginnings, releasing the trials and tribulations because you have good things coming in for you, that kind of thing. Yeah. Somebody needs to relax. I just heard relax. Relax. Like, relax. Somebody needs to relax. Somebody needs to take care of themselves. Somebody might. Okay, and don't look at me in my cold and be like, "Oh, you're not taking care of yourself." But I'm taking care of myself. I get 2 or 3 colds a year. And I went like a little over a year without getting a cold at all because I was taking the oregano oil, and now all of a sudden it just doesn't work the same. Probably because I got used to it, right? So here's the thing. I don't know necessarily that this is a cycle, but I feel like somebody was trying to create something. Somebody was trying to put something, like, move something forward, and they're having like a hell of a time doing it. And now it's getting to the point where somebody needs to take a step back, rejuvenate, do some self-care, relax, because otherwise I feel like somebody's going to drive themselves into the ground, emotionally, mentally, physically. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Again, we got 4 on the table, 1 major, no reversal. 5 on the table. Yeah, because here's the thing. I think the reason why I'm getting the end of a cycle is because we could feel like that, right? When let me put it this way. When we say a cycle is ending and a cycle is beginning, do you feel like that? Is that in your energy? Oh, I really hate it when my cross is crooked. I really hate it. Is that how you feel about a situation, right? Because to me it's mental. First and foremost, it's mental. You pull yourself up out of the trenches. You say, I'm done with some bullshit. I'm starting over. I'm starting fresh. New me, new today. That's the end of a cycle. That's the beginning of a new cycle. That's a death and rebirth. But that's mental, right? Like a lot of what we talk about with cycles is mental. Like, can you envision it? Can you envision letting go, releasing the past, and beginning anew? It's energy. It's your energy. Like, are you going to put forth the effort to close out a cycle and start a new one? And I kind of feel like that's what this is. It's almost like, again, if you believe, right? Like God saying, like, listen, you can take that break. You can recharge, you can rejuvenate, you can come back to this later. Or you can recharge, rejuvenate, because I really feel like there's an emphasis here on taking care of oneself and putting oneself first, emotionally, mentally, physically. If you come out of that healing cycle and you're ready to go and you look at what you were working on, you look at your career, you look at your family, your friends, whatever the case may be, you can close out that cycle. You can be like, this is no longer working for me. Sayonara, goodbye, we're done. You know, let's say you wanted to take up piano, okay? And you worked really hard at it for 6 months, but it feels like it's going nowhere. And you're getting stressed out. So you take a break from it. You get into a little relaxation mode. And let's say like 2 months later, you go back to the piano, you start playing, you're already getting frustrated, like 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in. Be honest with yourself. Like, is it worth the hassle? You could give up piano, right? And you could take up painting and be an amazing painter compared to the mediocre piano player you were. Sometimes we have to make that decision to put an end to something for our own good, our own well-being. Who's to say what's around the corner isn't going to be even better, isn't going to work out even better for you, you know? And I feel like that's what this is. I feel like that's what this message is. Let me do the last shuffle. I'll show you the cards in a second. Yeah, this is all internal. This doesn't have to do with like yeah. Yeah. 6 with bottom of the deck. 1 major, no reversal. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman. And Hattie Thorne wrote on there, closure, letting go, patience, new perspective loading. bottom of the deck. Somebody needs to take a step back and look at something differently. Top of the deck is 5 of Pentacles. Do not reply. 24-hour cafe. Out of fines. Okay. Oh, out of funds. Sorry. Okay. If you feel like you're in that type of energy, right? It doesn't even really have to do with money. If you feel like you're in that type of energy, then get the fuck out of it. You know, like everybody has to pull themselves out of whatever they're stuck in. You know, you can't just sit there and wallow and expect just things to just magically right themselves. You have to do the work. Let me show you what we got. We got the King of Wands. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Three of Pentacles. We got the Death card. I like this Death card. I don't know why he looks so cute to me. We got Two of Wands. And then bottom of the deck, we got Nine of Wands. So look. Looky here. Feminine, masculine. Take how it resonates. Doesn't matter. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. It doesn't really matter. This is either going to resonate for you or it's not, you know? Doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. My hair is everywhere. We see the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Wands before and after this Death card. Three of Pentacles is remote work hell, fix it. Two of Wands. The plan that might work. Dreams. Start making plans. The Three of Pentacles card suggests something coming to an end, right? Like if you can't fix it, it's coming to an end. And then we got the Death card. And then we got the Two of Wands. What is your dream? Like, if you put an end to one thing, what can you work on now? What are the things that you want to do in your life? What do you want to experience? Who do you want to be? You know? And it's funny because there's, with the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, there is always potential there. There is always as much potential for you as you want there to be. If you have no drive to do anything, then you're not going to do anything. But if you're always creating something for yourself, if you're always starting something new, trying something new, doing something, you're always going to be busy. You're always going to be creating. You're always going to be moving. You're always going to be moving forward. It's all about, to me, it's all about perspective, right? And like I said, whatever is going on here, there's emphasis on somebody needing to take some time out, take a step back, and look at a situation, and really know that it's okay. It's okay if, like I said, you realize, like, I don't want to play the piano. Like, I've been doing this for 6 months. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not loving it. I actually hate myself because of it. Then stop. Release it. Let it go. And you guys, this goes for the same thing with relationships. If you get into a relationship because you think you like somebody and you think you guys have a lot of common, and I've said this before, and like a month later, a year later, you're like, this is not working out. I don't know if this person likes me. I don't know if I like them. Fucking walk away. There's like 10, 12 billion people in this world. You think there's only one person for you? Walk away. If it's not working out, walk the fuck away. I don't understand that mentality of holding on to something. What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? Self-loathing? Because I mean, staying in a relationship, trying to stick with a hobby that just makes you feel bad about yourself. Seriously, what are you holding on to there? if you're not getting anything back from it, if you're not getting anything out of it, if it's not bringing enjoyment, whether it's a thing or a person, why the fuck would you keep interacting with it? Why would you keep going towards that? I think there's, and like I said, I think there's emphasis here, taking a step back, looking at a situation, right? And being like, okay, is this really working for me? What am I doing here? What legit, what am I doing here? This bottom of the deck, before I let this go, the bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. You could look at this and say, oh, that's not good energy. I look at it and I see something different. I see something different when I look at this Nine of Wands. Hattie Thorne wrote on here, still standing. You're doing fine. You said you'd survive this. You've done this before. This is survivor mentality. This is knowing that you've experienced heartbreak, right? For people, for things, right? Situations, doesn't have to be a person. You've survived heartbreak and you know how to move forward. You know how to keep going on. You know how to persevere. And just because one thing wasn't meant for you or one person wasn't meant for you, again, doesn't mean there's not something or someone else. I love this card. I gotta be honest, like, I love this card. And I love this card in this reading because it's right next to the Two of Wands. What's your dreams? What are your aspirations? What do you want for yourself? Manifest that shit. And I said this before, manifestation is not free. That is not you wishing upon a star and getting something for nothing. You have to work towards your manifestations. But you can. Everybody can. Anyone can. So please, 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 please. If something isn't working for you, if someone's not working for you, move on. Figure it out and move on. You can always do something else. What is the average lifespan of a human now? 70 years, 80 years? I don't know. Men and women are a little bit different, but average, probably like 70, 80 years, maybe, somewhere around there, depending on your genes, how well you take care of yourself. Think about that. Think about if you live to be 80 and then you pass away. Think about those 80 years. Do you want to be stuck in a relationship where there's no equal give and take, where you actually hate each other? There's no love there? Do you want to put in at a job that brings you no enjoyment for like 60 years? Do you want to do that for 60 years? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Ugh. Pardon me. There are so many things that you can accomplish in your lifetime. And again, abundance is what you make of it. Abundance is what you believe it to be. Everybody's different. So don't think everybody's abundance looks the same. Don't think that everybody's journey looks the same. But if you are done with something and you want to start something new, go out and do it. Like this lifetime is too short. Really, when you think about 80 years. Think about birth to death. 0 years to 80 years. And you could look at it and be like, oh, that's a long time. But really, when you think about it, how long this planet is going to be revolving and how many life cycles are going to come through here, how many people are going to be born and die, 80 years is nothing. 80 years is like this. So really think about how you want to spend the rest of your life and what you want to do with yourself, because that's really what this is. And again, there's emphasis here on somebody needed to take care of themselves. Somebody really needing to, always in the background, first and foremost, take care of yourself. Because that's what's going to bring you clarity too, right? That's what's going to bring you clarity on what you want to do. All right. I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Friday, a wonderful weekend. Again, if you follow, I hate this nail. Ugh. If you subscribe, I'm trying to get the reads done early. Today is the Great America Six Flag tickets for my workplace. So I'm going with my ex-husband and my brother. They're supposed to be here around between 3 and 4. Everything starts at 5. We're going to grab some dinner beforehand. So I'm doing all my readings early today, early morning, early afternoon. I still got to get ready. I still got to figure out what I'm going to wear. Not that it matters. Nobody's going to be looking at me, but I care. I care about what I wear. Do I want to go cute? Do I want to go comfy? Like, I don't know yet. Anyway, just letting you know, this is a little early, but this is the way it's going to be today. Tomorrow will be a normal day. I should be at home putzing around. Um, I don't have any plans because, again, I'm still sick. Sunday, I did volunteer for OT, so probably just going to do affirmations and call it a day on that. Again, hope everybody has a wonderful day, a fabulous weekend. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.